been since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Cousins. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 18. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And that is where they'll start the next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Good offenses, good play callers, know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
4th down, they're going to throw it. He finds it beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They are throwing it again. That's taken in by Henry. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Looking right, and he brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, they'll run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Cousins now. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Brought in close to the 8. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get the game's first points here in the second. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Ravens who have it, 2nd and 9. Now it's Lamar. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Jackson to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They send a tight end in motion. They go play action here. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They're going play action. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Jackson looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Finding Flowers. And that play is brought to a halt, you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down from the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Henry on the catch. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one splits the uprights. And we're all tied up. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air, Cousins. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Getting right back to it after that interception. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now it's Cousins. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the first. And he finally steps out. Big gain down close to the red zone.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a handoff up the gut. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 27. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass and the receiver, do your job.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jackson throwing here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. And this kick was just miss-hit. It is wide left and no good. So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 36. He's got it, room to run. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. Open space inside the 40. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Right side, got a man, complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First and goal. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Bringing this one out of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Falcons 17.
Get out of here with a win, oh!
They've got 1st down from the 31. Another run for Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now here's Lamar. That's taken in by Henry. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And that one's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ooh, fired a dart there, but it's not going to be brought in.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth.
Hey, report! Report!
He'll throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down at the 30. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Here's an RPO, looking left, caught. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running this with Henry. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens up by just a couple of points. They've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. He finds some space again. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to get.
And he runs it across, touchdown! The Ravens go up by 8 at the end. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw. Quick hitter complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Looking to throw it. Throw reeled in by London. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Throwing now. That one's complete, right side. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now to throw. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
It's second and goal. Setting up to pass. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 2-point game. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
So here we go. The Falcons lining up for a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, ho-ho, we are all tied up. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So the turnover, Brock, is in turn turned over after pass interference on that play. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Jackson looking to throw. Henry on the catch. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Jackson to throw it. Aguilar with the grab. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here's Lamar. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So it all comes down to this. One final kick for the win. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they do not break the tie here in the fourth.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
Robinson on the inside give. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. Conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Going right side, Robinson with it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Staying with Robinson. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
Move the chain! Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll run here on first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He'll get this complete to Mooney. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Another carry for Robinson. Makes a cut, and he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons claim a 6-point lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this, slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He'll get this to Henry. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, running back in the flat.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Oh, big interception here. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. They've battled each other all game long, Brock, but the coverage, still with a couple of surprises up their sleeve for this QB, stealing possession there with the pick.
And there's always a look or two, Kate, that doesn't get used much during the game, a way to disguise the coverage and trick those QB's eyes.